I'm not crazy. I want to start by saying that I know how this is going to sound, and I don't care. I need to tell someone what happened before it eats me alive. This happened 10 years ago, in a small village in West Africa. I won't name it, because there are still people there, people who pretend nothing happened. But something did happen. Something terrible. And it started the day I went too far into the bush. Back then, I lived with my uncle. My parents died in a road accident when I was 12, so he took me in. He was a quiet man, always chewing cola nuts and listening to the old radio that barely worked. He worked as a hunter. Not for sport, to feed us. I used to help him set traps in the forest outside the village. There was a path we never went past. He called it the Red Path. I didn't understand the name at the time, the soil wasn't red or anything like that. He just said, "We don't go past there." No one does. You see that line of broken trees? That's where the old palace grounds begin. Old palace. I thought it was just an abandoned ruin. The elders never talked about it. My friends used to tell stories, though, mostly made up things kids say to scare each other. They said a wicked prince once ruled there, Prince Nuru, and he did things no one talks about out loud. Blood things. Spirit things. I thought it was all nonsense. Until that day. It was late afternoon when I went to check the traps by myself. My uncle was sick and had stayed back. I told him I'd be back before dark, and I meant it. I never liked staying out late. But the animals had been smart lately, avoiding our usual trap spots. I tried a new route, deeper into the bush. I didn't realize where I was until I saw the line of broken trees. I had crossed the red path. At first, I felt stupid and nervous. I almost turned around. But then I heard drums. Slow, heavy drums, coming from deep inside the trees. It wasn't festival season. No one should have been playing anything out there. I should have left. But I didn't. I followed the sound. The trees were thicker in that part of the forest, like they'd grown wild for decades without anyone cutting them. The light changed. Everything felt off. The air smelled like smoke and something sweet, like old blood and palm wine. Then I saw the ruins. They were huge. Way bigger than I imagined. The old palace was built with stones, and vines now covered most of it. But someone had been there recently. There were torches. Real ones. Burning. The courtyard had been swept. There were symbols drawn on the ground in chalk and ash. I hid behind part of the wall. My heart was pounding. Then I saw the people. They wore long white wraps and no shoes. Their faces were covered in red dust. They stood in a circle, chanting softly. In the middle of them was a man kneeling, tied up, shaking. His mouth was gagged. Then someone stepped forward. Tall. Barefoot. Wearing a crown of thorns. His skin was smooth, dark like polished wood. His eyes. I'll never forget his eyes. They were black, not just the pupil. All black. Like wet stones. Like something that had been buried and brought back. It was Prince Nuru. I know it sounds impossible. But it was him. I had seen drawings in old books. It was the same face. Same eyes. Except, he looked younger. Not like someone who should be dead for over 50 years. He walked up to the man kneeling. He held a knife. It wasn't metal, it looked like it was carved from bone. Maybe human. He raised it. No words. No warning. He stabbed the man in the chest. Slow and deep. I couldn't breathe. I felt like someone had grabbed my neck. The man screamed once, then went limp. And then Prince Nuru reached in with his bare hands and pulled out the heart. Still beating. I gagged. I wanted to run, but I couldn't move. My legs didn't work. He held the heart high. Everyone started chanting louder. He said something in a language I didn't understand. Then he bit into it like fruit. Blood ran down his chin. He smiled. And then, he looked at me. Just me. He pointed. Come, he said. I don't know how, but my legs finally moved. I turned and ran. Branches slapped my face, thorns tore at my arms. I didn't stop until I saw my uncle's hut. I collapsed on the floor. I passed out. They thought I had a fever. I was out for 2 days. My uncle said I was lucky to be alive. I told him everything when I woke up. He just stared at me. Then he said, never say those things again. Not even in your thoughts. He made me swear an oath. He made me spit on the ground, pour gin on it, and swear. I didn't understand why, but I did it. That should have been the end. But it wasn't. 2 nights later, a girl from the next compound went missing. Then a boy. Then 2 hunters who had camped near the bush. No one talked about it. People just avoided the subject. Even the elders. But I noticed something strange. Some of the people from my village had started wearing red beads around their ankles. And one day, I saw my uncle hitting a knife over fire, the same shape as the one Nero held. That's when I knew some of the people in the village were part of it. Part of whatever Prince Nero had become. I had to leave. One night, I packed a bag and ran. I took the back path through the yam fields and never looked back. I made it to the next town and got work as a cleaner. I kept my head down. I never told anyone what I saw. Until now. Last week, I was walking in the market here in the city. Just a normal day. Then I saw him. Prince Nero. Same face. Same eyes. Same smile. He was walking between people like he belonged. No one else noticed. But I did. And behind him, I heard the beat of a slow drum.